Hey everyone, it's M4J here and welcome back to Summerset MTR here on Minecraft, and welcome back to Woodbridge Station as a train leaves behind me there, heading off towards Waterhill Road. We have light, we have decoration, and most importantly we have a hole in the ground. Where does this go? Well, let's hop back in time, explore some of the other updates that have happened to the station, and let's see why there's a massive hole in the middle of Woodbridge. So here we are then, down on the subsurface platforms, and I like them a lot. The new addition to the save, which I'll talk about in just a minute, has led to me building this lovely design here with randomized patterns on the wall, which I'm actually a huge fan of. I have experimented over here as well with the London Underground tunnel linings, but I'm really not a massive fan of them, so I think they'll go, and I'll replace them with something else. But yeah, here we are. We have space here for 6-car trains, 6-car district line trains. Those are the D78s, and not the mini ones either, the actual full-size D78 trains. And if I remember correctly, it is a length of 114 that allows me to do that. But I love it. I think it's really, 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 really cool. We've also got this building here, which you'll probably have worked out what it is by now, considering the lifts are just over here. And what else is new? Oh yeah, we got andesite on the roof there, which is the same color as the station. I am tempted to replace the platforms here as well, just to make them look a little bit nicer. And I'm kind of looking for inspiration as to what to fill this area with. I'm tempted to make it another way down to the platforms below, but considering where we are geographically right now, I'm not sure that's possible. Also, these are the lifts and not lifts, escalators and stairs, for those that didn't know. In terms of signage, signs actually cause quite a lot of lag. So for now, I'm going to remove the signs until a time where they're actually necessary. Because right now they're just eye candy. They don't really add much. Therefore, there's not a huge amount of point of having them. The ones up on the platforms I'm just going to leave because I can't be bothered to go up there. And I think that's all of them in this vicinity. And if I put the HUD back on, there you go. Look, 44 FPS, 46 FPS. It's all looking good. Right, this area here then, we've got to fill it with something. Now, first thing I'm going to do is come over here and I'm going to select you, and I'm going to do this. And eagle-eyed viewers have probably worked out by now what the new mod is. I think I've done that right. Nope. I was meant to have done that. Donut. We've got world edit. I said last time that I think I needed it, and that is in fact the case. What do I want to set it to? Mangrove planks. There we go. Look at that. It's actually really cool. Like, I never disputed the fact that it's really cool. I just didn't want to use it because I wanted to try and build things myself manually. But that obviously went well, so that's why we're now using World Edit to do it all for us, he says, trying to get his teeth in order. So I'm going to do something like this, and this is going to be the approximate outline for the big hole that we're about to dig. He says that, and then he goes and adds an extra layer here because I've just realized the fact that this is kind of like the main entrance to the station, so I do want a little bit more space. But as you can see, the ceiling above, all made of glass. We're going to have glass walls here as well, for the most part. These are all going to be sort of entrance exits around this massive train shed. You can almost imagine this used to be the station, and then over time, I can't remember the name of it, but Master Trams mentioned it on Discord the other day. The station in Madrid that's got the botanical garden in the middle. You can almost imagine it's like that. It's the original train shed, and over time, as it's been replaced, it's found a new purpose, basically. Okay. So yeah, this is going to be the basis of our underground section. Now, before I do anything else, I'm just going to avoid picking that up. I need to go down to this level and remind myself of what the Y level is. Y49. And we drop down from 63, so that's a drop of 14. Cool. So from here, we're going to go down to 49. There we go, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to select that block there. We're then going to go up. I'm going to go along over here. And we're going to go down 2. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this point here is going to be the second bit. And we're going to go set 0. Whee! And there we go. So this is our first atrium. Although, again, it's not quite complete because I, like a lunatic, five, 6, and then I think it's that one. Yep, and then I kind of got to do all that again. Oh, there's lava there. Yeah, we definitely want to reset that. Also, oh, that's a cave. I was about to say, what on earth is that? I feel like some of these features we could try and integrate into the station, but at the same time, I don't want to do that. But yeah, I feel like this one is something that could be integrated in to the station. We can maybe put a glass wall or some kind of raised walkway through it or something like that. I think that would be pretty cool. Now, this is our mezzanine level. This is the level above the level where the platforms are going to be. So we're going to basically mimic what we've got upstairs. Although, again, with the design here, I feel like this is going to come out another 4. So if I did... I always right-click when I mean to left-click. That's the Minecraft thing for you. So I need to set you as mangrove planks. There we go. Pushes us out the way. That's fine. And then up here, I need to go 1, 2, 3. And then it's this one here. Down to this one here. And I need to do set 0. There. Now that is good placement because just through here is actually those platforms. So you can see now why I've done this. I feel like maybe then we need to fill this section in. Or we could just have that be the wall that separates between the two. There's a good argument for both. I kind of like the idea though of having a double layer just for safety more than anything. So we're going to come up here and we're going to do this and then we're going to do that and then I'm going to use a command that I made earlier somewhere. These are all other ones that I was playing around with. There it is. Bosh. And that's the design basically that we're going for with this station build. Now, lighting and things, again, that's something we'll come back to in a bit because I realise that what's on my screen right now is a little bit lighter than what's on your screen. So yeah, we will come back and cover that at some point. I'm also going to just do these sections here. Like so. The reason I haven't done all the way across there is because we're going to fill that in with something else. And then likewise over here. We're going to do... Whoa, try not to decapitate ourselves as we fly around. We're going to do something like that. And there we go. So this is our mezzanine level. There's probably going to be other walkways and stuff that go across midway. But I like this as a starting point. And the other thing I want to do... I think I am going to do this back wall first, actually. And then we'll come to the other thing. So let's do this. Which does kind of impede on this cave a little bit, but not a huge amount. And then I guess we can also do this section. And integrate it in. And then we can also do this section. There. Right. Now, I'm going to do this corner here. All the way over to this corner here. And we're going to make this planks. Now, I know what you're thinking. Didn't you just say that this is only the mezzanine level? And yes, it is. But we're going to now cut out a new area based off this. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just going to pretend that didn't set on fire. That's fine. Let me just fix this. There we go. Excellent. Yeah, it's all fine. It's all fine. Absolutely fine. Nothing's on fire. No. Nothing's on fire. Nothing's on fire. sod it. I can't put it out fast enough. Just go away. Thank you. I'll just fill these in with planks. We got a new random pattern. There we go. Alrighty. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. We'll gloss over that. It's all fine. Everything's fine. I've completely lost track as to where I was now. So it was here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it was from this point here. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then from here, we're going to go down another 14. So we started on 48. Yeah. So we're going to go down to 34. Which is here. Right, so it's that. And then over here again, just to make sure I've got the right block set. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to set all this as 0. Bosh. And here is our platform level. So down there is where our platforms are going to go. Now, as you can see, big hole. Huge hole. One might say massive hole. But I think this is a good level to work with. It gives us a huge atrium, which if you've ever been to like Canary Wharf or something like that, you'll know exactly what I mean. I think that's a perfect station in terms of design. I do need to get into this corner over here, which is like this. So that's 1, 2, land. I think it's under this one. Where are we at? Nope, one more. Under that one. Yeah, perfect. So it's technically there. And I've left clicked. Got to remember that. And then if we come this way, and if we do the same thing again, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I did the wrong click. I knew I was going to do the wrong click as I said about it. I knew it. Come here. Right. Set 0. Boom. Right. Yeah, that's cleared out the proper area. So I think underneath these walkways here is going to be where the tracks are actually going to run. And I also think I didn't do this enough. I feel like I missed out one. I've probably done the same thing on the other side as well, to be fair. Now, obviously, I'm recording this in the evening again, so the game is only going to get darker. I might put on night vision if it gets too dark. I definitely need to make this bigger as well. So we're going to dig out basically the same size as we've got above. At that level for that platform, which was 114, but I might even go bigger than that. I'm tempted to go 130 and from here just go like straight underneath all of that and have that be the full station size. Let's have a look. It's a tricky one actually to say for sure. Possibly, we'll see. But yeah, I definitely want to measure this to see how long this area is. I feel like it's 75 or something like that. Let's just do it like this. Actually, let's use a siding and then we can actually look at train lengths and things as well. That would be useful. So, oh, I've actually done this one too big now. That's fine because I can do the wall here. There we go, and then set like that. There we are. Nice. Right. Node here. Track there. Node here. Track there. So this is... oh, only 46. Why did I feel like this was bigger? That's a good question. I have no idea. Right, this test depot, we're going to move so that it now runs this way. There we go. And as you can see, we can barely fit one of these in. Now, I think memory serves. That's not what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. I think I've got more British trains hidden somewhere. Ah, yeah, I've got the 377. I've got the 802s and things, but that's not what we're running here. We could just go for, you know, 95 or 96 stock and then go for platform screen doors. That's an idea. Or we've got 230s. I was wondering if these are buses, if I had the 345s. If I did, that would be useful. Class 157 fictional. Interesting. I've got the 508s, which is also tempting. We can get 2 of those here. So each one's 20. So I feel like it needs to be 100 just to get a 5-car train. There or thereabouts. Got steam here as well. More underground stock. Yeah, no 345s. So I might have to look at getting those. Those are the Crossrail trains, for those that don't know. Let's, for now, spawn in that. We can get a good look at it. Oh, that's actually a pretty cool livery for this. It's basically a tube livery. It says Aldgate on it. I don't know why. It should have the destination on it. Maybe that's a little bit of an error. Also, it's a shame I can't like get on it properly and walk around. But I mean, look at that. The detail in here is pretty neat. Big fan of that. Right. Yes, these are... Was it 20, I said? I feel like putting something else on here for now. Maybe let's go for like 96 stock, which is... Let's just type that in. That, for those who don't know, is the Jubilee line. And there you go. Jubilee line trains. Love it. If they've got the sound of the Jubilee line trains as well, that'd be epically good. And once again, I'm a dipstick because I did all that and forgot to look at the length of the carriage. 19. Oh, that's the same as the district line, I believe. So I need to do 114, yes? Just because I know it's in here. Let's just go and... Oops. Look this up. 114. Yeah, perfect. So let's just pretend that that's what was there all along. That's the good thing with random patterns, is every time you replace it, you just make it a little bit more random. So, here, 46, which is fine. If we say from here, like what's halfway? That's 23, isn't it? So 23 from here is 297. So 297, which is there, where I'm standing now. So from here, we want to go 67? No, 57 in that direction. And then we want to go 57 in that direction. Woodbridge is massive now, by the way. Absolutely huge. So let's mark over here. I kind of need a block down to use as a... There we go. Left click for the first one mark. And then over here, we need to go out by 57. So that was 97. So we need to go to 240 up here, which I think, yeah, in line with this. Cool. 240. going, keep going. Almost there. This is going to be huge. This station is just massive. Like, already I'm looking at these thinking, if I have to build this every single time we go for a new station, that's insane. Alright, set 0. Bosh. And then, of course, we need to do the same for this. And again, these other little features here, I'm debating what to do with them. I feel like something cool can come out of this, like these caves and stuff, but at the same time, I just want to focus on the station design right now. Also, these mezzanine levels, I feel like putting like staircases down or something to imitate the fact that they'll be supported by something, you know. Just looking, so from here to get down to this level, if I could make that actually the width of the, like the length of the, that's not a bad idea. I still got to go 57 in the other direction before I can do that though. Where's the block gone? Did I remove the block? I think I removed the block, but it was 297, wasn't it? It was here. So left click. So 297 plus 57 is 304, 354. I make it. Oh, that's glowstone. That's fine. I don't actually know what that's attached to. That's a good question. I actually don't know what that's attached to. 354. That's all I've got to worry about right now is 354. And that there is 354. Sweet. What have I breached there? Oh, right. Yeah, this is going to need a fake ceiling because that lights up the platforms in there. Yes. Should have remembered that. That's a bit of an oversight from me, but never mind. Is that not a thing anymore? Cool. Okay. Right. Place you down here. Straight, preferably. There we go. Come along, come along, come along, come along. And then all the way over here. There. And place. Sweet. And now if I come here, select depots, select this one. We should be able to get... Oh, not quite. Wait, what length are you? Are you the right length? Yeah, you're 114. Can only get 5-car train in, but I want 6-car trains. So we are going to have to lengthen this a little bit. Maybe by 1. I feel like it's going to be this way. So let's get this in. And then, yeah, once we've established where the tracks are going to go, we can then start looking at, you know, building platforms and all that kind of thing. So this, I think, is better. Nope, still only 5. Okay, next up then, we're going to go this way. You kind of get the gist of this now. I'm just going to keep going. There. And again, depots. Select that. Still only 5. I find that really odd. I could have sworn the D78 was the same length. It looks like we're close. So we're getting there. It's just a case of how much. And then, yeah, put a fake ceiling in and all sorts. I should have looked at Canary Wharf as inspiration, actually, for this before I started building. But never mind. We live and we learn. Still only 5. Ay, ay, ay. I had this problem before, and then I went way too overkill, and then I had to start bringing it back in again, which is why you might have noticed upstairs the platforms are, well, they end, and then the wall sort of continues before it stops. So I wish sometimes depot was the default tab just for this, or you could set a default tab. Still no. We must be. Surely we're almost there. These are quite long carriages, actually, to be fair. They are quite long. Yeah, I think maybe 2 more. And I'm going to go this way. Actually, am I? No, I'm not. 2 more and I'm going to go this way to do it. It always makes me cry getting rid of these iron ore blocks as well, because I remember how difficult it used to be to get iron back in the days where survival was the thing. Also, how dark is it on your screens right now? It's looking pretty dark. I promise you I can see. 6. There we go. And you watch now. If I come over here. Oh no, that's actually the perfect length. So what, is this 120 now, maybe? I'm going to assume it's the perfect length here as well. Yes, it is. And 120. Excellent. So 120, 114, and 40. They're the golden lengths. So I need to cut into this. But I know how to do that. If I come over here and then put you there. And go like that. Left click, sorry. And then come up here. And right click. And set 0. That solves that problem on this side. And then over here. That train's going to disappear in a second because I'm pretty sure I've just despawned the nodes. Left click. And right click. And set 0. And down comes the gravel. In fact, we've got quite a lot of gravel here now. How did I not see that before? Whatever. Just dig it out manually. So yeah, this is going to be the size of our station box for this section of the station for Woodbridge. So now we've got our sort of rules, guidelines, whatever you want to call them, for how long these stations need to be. Or the platforms need to be for these different length trains. 6 car is good for an underground train, I would say. Again, you know, hardly anyone is on this server when it's set up, so we don't need 1,000 capacity trains at the end of the day. This is a good length, and we're a pretty decent depth below the ground. If it wasn't for the fact that the subsurface platforms were right there, we could literally have put the platforms here instead. But I like this. I think this is good. I think we've got good width here as well. And now I'm going to go into a time lapse in a second because we're going to start plotting out where the floor is going to go for this, and also where the escalators and everything are going to go. So I think, depending on size, if I can get it so that the escalators go from here down to here, and then with a concourse at that level as well, and then another set of escalators from there down to platform level. I think that is a good way to go about it. So, let's get on with that first. Alright, so this is the layout of the escalators. Oh, try not to fall down this cave here. If I just get these running the right way. So here we go. If I jump up here, you come up this way like this. And then let's say you came round this way. And then you get to this point here where you double back and you carry on going up. I actually feel like from that, cutting this off and having it almost like a one-way system, it's not a bad way to go, with maybe a double back over there as an option. That's feasibly functional, I would say. It's not the worst idea I've ever had. Let's go with that for now. Although how the barrier would work here, I have no idea. Maybe I'll put like a set of blocks or something alongside it there just to help out. I don't know. But a one-way system I think would be pretty cool. Anyway, 2 escalators in between each floor in each direction. So that's 8 escalators in total. Lift. Now the temptation was to have the lift go up through the middle. But then that would be quite a small lift. Because this is a 4x4. Although it doesn't have to be in its own box. I was going to say it would have to be a 2x2 lift, which is a bit of a pain. Or if I maybe come this way, maybe the lifts could be built into this wall here, and then when they come up they would be in the center of the floor here, or maybe in line with this, one each side. So something more like that. And then we'd do something similar on this side. And then we'll have 2 lots of 4x3. Although maybe, for the sake of argument here, I'll move them out a little bit. Like so. Like so. That's not a bad idea. We could have some button panels and things. It works, you know, it can come straight down here, it'll go straight through that floor there, and it'll arrive on the ground floor. I think that could be a pretty neat idea as well. I'm kind of wishing though that I did dig this out one further, which we can in theory do. Just gonna have to do a little bit of careful manipulation here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop down. Let's go here, left click, up here, right click, set 0. There we are. And then left click there, right click here. I've got to remember the pattern again. It's like 50%. There it is. Excellent. And then, yeah, we can do something similar. Technically, we don't have to over here, but we will do something vaguely similar over here. And also the sections here need to be redone. So let's redo those. Like that and like this. Has that worked? Even I can't see now. Oh yeah, that's worked. Over here we'll just make that all one thing. So yeah, we're blocking in some of these caves now, but that's fine. I'm gonna say, why not? There we go, 1694 blocks and filled. Excellent. And then over here, left click and right click. Now again, talking about the lightness and things like that, there is one rule that I am going to stick to, which is no light blocks are going to be placed anywhere on this map. It's all going to be from things like glowstone and, you know, basically natural-ish sources of light. He says, realizing that glowstone isn't technically a natural source of light. But you know what I mean, like no floating barrier blocks, no floating light blocks, things like that. If we want a barrier, we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. If we want a light, we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. Now, you're probably wondering what I'm doing here. This is just me trying something out quickly. Let's do this, and then this. Obviously, we're going to put sort of double-ish with depth floors, particularly over here as well. What I was going to do here is mangrove stairs. There we are, and we're going to put them in upside down. Perfect. I think this gets the effect we're looking for, and then I can copy this over. I'm not ready to use copy and paste tools yet. I think that's a bit too much. So I'm going to copy and paste it, as in just build it elsewhere as well. But I'll probably do that in a little jump cut that might happen in this episode if I decide to do a jump cut in this episode. Because right now I'm kind of happy with how this is going. Obviously I don't want these episodes to be too long. Already I'm recording for 43 minutes, but that's not including the time-lapse sped up. So I think we're alright. There we are. And then I can drop down this hole for that. Lovely. No, I knew that was going to be the wrong way around. There. I think that's okay. Once we put the extra flooring in and stuff like that, I think it would look a lot better. It just adds a little extra detail to the escalators. And again, I might go look up Canary Wharf or something and see how those are done. And again, double floor above. Although I was thinking of doing something like this on the edges, just to make it look like it's actually being held up by something. Right. So these floors are technically permanent now. So I can start looking quickly at how we're going to decorate these. Now I don't think we got stained glass here, but I don't think there's a stained glass that matches the station color. So we might just have to do it like this and then like this. And then we'll put mangrove stripped log. There it is. There. And possibly there. I think that actually works. And if we do the same thing here, and by process of elimination here, I mean, it could just be one tool. The only thing is the fence then is taller than the bit here, although we could put a slab or something on the top. What have I got? Could just go with a bog standard mangrove slab, to be fair. Or, no, better yet, I know what would go here. Where's it gone? Andesite. I'm looking for the andesite slab. One of these. I feel like I've gone past it like 2 or 3 times. That's wool. Stone, which is basically the same. Where is the andesite slab gone? It's there. It's A. They're in alphabetical order, for crying out loud. There you go. I think that kind of goes better. And then here we can go along like this. And then again here, it's going to look like that. And then this one will come out and carry on in that direction. Right. I think I'm going to put the lift shafts in next and just get those done. And then once that's out of the way, we can look at what comes next, basically. Why are you here? Go away. Alright, let's put the lift shaft in next, because that's going to dictate how the entrance is going to work over here as well. And then we can move on from there. Right, here we are then. So, let's do a quick recap here. These platform or automatic platform gates here, I think I am going to change them. It's just a case of what to. I did just try and change them to these and it didn't let me place them. So I don't know if that's something that it will let me do. I guess it's because, hang on, I removed that. There we go, now it lets me do it. Yeah, if I don't do stupid things, it actually lets me do it. That's fine, that works still. Place that one, and then place this one. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. And then if we go up here and do the same thing, then I can show you how the lift works. So, you can see the button panels have two lifts on them. The left-hand one and the right-hand one. That's by design. The plan is, it doesn't really work right now because there's only 2 floors, but you press the button and the nearest lift comes up, or a random lift in this case. For some reason here it's chosen the one on the left. Once it's up at the top, of course, pressing the button doesn't do anything. It doesn't call a second one. Eventually, though, I think I am going to put a floor here in the middle. At which point, you know, having 2 lifts here side by side operating would be a little bit more useful. But yeah, this is basically how the station's going to look. So a quick recap then. We've got the main light rail platforms over here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Typical that right now there's no train. There's one due in 50 seconds, but that's probably a little too far. Down on the concourse level here, if we go this way and down, we have our subsurface platforms, which I think are looking pretty damn good. They're a little on the dark side. I could probably add some more lighting in here. Definitely am considering that. But right now, I think that looks pretty cool. And then if we come up the stairs here and round this way, we come to the main atrium itself. There's that train that was approaching. And if we come down this set of escalators here, round to the left, keep following the one-way system. And then down the other set of escalators here, we end up at platform level here for the subsurface platforms, which are going to be these Jubilee line trains. And of course, the ones up there are going to be the D-stock. Now, these are just my rules. If anyone joins and wants to change the style of train on their line, that's fine. You don't have to use underground style trains. Just, you know, I've got them. Might as well use them. Just looking to see where this actually goes. There is a cave system here. I think I might have actually gone mining in this one in a previous save. Not entirely sure. But yeah, if I scooch up here again, I think I've got some plans for how I want this to look. It's just a case of putting those plans into action. I really like the idea of the double floor here still, with the brackets and things holding it all in. And then maybe even somehow putting some sort of cross-shaped design in as well. But I'm trying not to obscure the path to the ceiling here, because at the end of the day it's meant to be natural light that's coming in lighting this up. So I don't want to block it off too much. The escalators already do a fair amount of that, to be fair. So I'm going to have to be a little bit careful with how I go about it. But I like this. I think in terms of station designs, this is going to be one of the standout ones, at least at this stage of the network. Who knows, in the future it might get usurped. But right now, I think this is definitely one of the best ones. I'm also tempted here to fill in more planks here and create a bit of a wider walkway, because it is a little bit narrow. And bear in mind, this part of the station as well is going to be a full-on transport hub. So I actually think the building is going to go out this way a little bit further, but at a lower level, and that's going to be where the gate line is. And then all along here we're going to have, probably this side actually, yeah, ferries. Ticket office is going to be, actually the ticket office is going to be here, so that doesn't work. Maybe there'll be gate lines along each of these alcoves here to get to and from things. And then over this side, I think actually this side I said was going to be ferries, because the water's going to go right along the edge of the building, and there's already a water line there as well, which works quite nicely. And then over here maybe we'll have buses, or out the front we'll have buses. I don't know right now. That's the cusp of it. Now, one more thing before I end the video, and I am going to be wrapping up here very, very shortly. Servers. I've talked about it a lot. I've talked about patrons joining the server. That is still the case. That is going to happen. I have started looking at how much servers are going to be. The answer is not cheap, but I reckon it's doable. I reckon we can get a server set up that's going to be powerful enough to have possibly 10, 15, maybe even 20 players online at any one time. So if you are interested in joining, feel free to join my Patreon. It's entirely optional. You do not have to do it. However, this is going to be a Patreon-only server to start with. Eventually, I will open it up to the masses as well. But again, it will only be patrons who are allowed to actually build. So if you want to come on here and help me build this station or any other station on the network, as you can see right now, the network is pretty limited, but it will grow. Believe me, it will grow. If you want to come on and help, then check out my Patreon. Link is in the description. Anything will be a great help. It's very much appreciated. Right, that pretty much does it for this video then. Thank you very much everybody for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series so far. Drop some comments down below with ideas for future episodes. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you for your continued support. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and until next time, I will see you soon.